Hello everybody, this is This520, and with the release of the Cold War Alpha, I want to just talk about some things from the Alpha. Obviously things may change in the future, but this is just like from my first impressions. In the gameplay you'll be seeing me playing Satellite, TDM, since I could not find a domination like I had hoped. And I'll be having some sniping gameplay, because that's what this video is actually about. We're going to talk about sniping and Cold War. Now firstly, I think they're going to nerf them, firstly. Just straight up. Not damage-wise. Damage-wise, they're actually really balanced. Like, they're good. The main issue with them is that they are way too fast. There are times where you can aim in way too fast and you'll just dumpster people. And even against certain full auto weapons, you'll still outbeat them because you'll just aim faster than they can. Guess let's go on to the next part then. So, besides the nerfs, today I'm going to be talking about, out of the snipers we have right now, which one is the best, overall, and then how to properly kit these snipers. Since kitting on snipers in this game has changed a lot, considering what's going on. So, let's get into it since we have so little time. So, firstly, kitting for snipers. You always want a primary with, well, your sniper is your primary, obviously, if you're sniping. And you don't want to, overstack it with attachments. I actually will not run the 8 attachments version on it. I just refuse to. It does not... There's so few attachments in certain categories that help that it doesn't matter. So first tip to everyone, don't bother going for the 8 attachment slots one, because there's a lot of them that you just don't need the attachments in the first place. And you could easily do other things and get better results. Secondly, we now have the new wildcard system. One of those new wildcards allowing you to pick 3 perks of the same slot, and you can use guns from each slot. So basically that means you can have 2 secondaries or you can have 2 primaries, stuff like that. So why is this important? Well, because not only do you get to run full stealth perks that we have at the moment, which are Cold-Blooded, Ghost, and Ninja, but you also get to run a full 5 attachment secondary or primary. My biggest questions would be to run the SMGs, specifically the T128 or the AK-74U, since both of them are slightly slow firing but are good at close to medium range, so they're effectively can compete with assault rifles and other SMGs, which is really good, and they have low recoil. As for perks, go full stealth tree. You don't really need anything other than stealth. As for gear, the only thing I can really tell you to do is make sure you run the proximity mine. Grenades wise, it's fine. Secondary, like tactical grenades, it's whatever you want. Obviously, I already told you guys the wild card, but let's get into the best sniper. So, each sniper, though, I will caveat this, each sniper is better at one role than the other. Overall, I think the L1 or the LW3 is the best out of the bunch, because it has the highest one-shot kill area, and it doesn't wobble as much while you're aiming down sights. Also, I think the scope is just the iron, like, the base scope is just a little bit better for sniping at long range. The Pellington, on the other hand, or the Remington 700, for those who don't know, is very good at being the quickscoper weapon. I think that's what it is good at. It is very good at close quarters sniping, or at least the closest quarters you get with sniping. And due to like the scope and a few other things, it's a lot harder to hit targets at long range with it, but they're both still good. Another huge thing is do not run suppressors on sniper rifles unless you only headshot people. Suppressors reduce the damage on snipers now, which I think is stupid, at least to the amount that they do it, but that'll be a whole nother video one day. Will be attachments in Call of Duty that make no fucking sense. But overall, yeah, there's not really much to talk about with these classes. Simply put, you want to either, you just want, the two things you want to make sure on is that you're running the sniper that you like, and secondly, you want to make sure you're running the setup of or you want to run a good secondary weapon. Like I said, my favorite being the AK-74U or the T128. So yeah, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed me talking about the snipers. Obviously, there's not much really to talk about. Like I said, there's not that much to talk about. It's just that they're snipers and they need to get their aim on sights time nerfed. But other than that, they're pretty straightforward to figure out. Next up video, I'm going to be covering the light machine guns because I think they are very, very underrated at the moment. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and look forward to seeing more Cold War gameplay because we have a whole weekend to post it, and I'm just going to save a shit ton of gameplay, maybe even reuse it for a few videos discussing about the game. And there will be a review also posted at the end of the week. I will be posting a full review of the alpha, and yeah, I'll be seeing you guys all later.